I'm being gaslit by this scene.
Cheers, queers! What's on the big gay agenda today, Theora?
Today we are continuing to watch Reverse with Me for the very first time, and today we'll be watching episode 7. 7, we did it!
I didn't expect you to do 2. I thought we were
just made
splitting
more
it in half.
sense. Anyway,
Okay.
we're gonna watch episode 7. So this is the penultimate, and that usually means some shit's about to go down, because that's how penultimate episodes typically work in Thai girl love series. So I'm not ready, but we're gonna do this anyway.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay, so if this ends up on YouTube, hi, this is a reaction video. We blind react, which means we haven't seen this before. We're watching it for the very first time and just giving you our thoughts and feelings as we watch this for the very first time. We'll have a tiny little discussion at the very end. I've read the novel as a spoiler, so I might be doing those comparisons. Have fun with that. The highlight reel will end up on YouTube. The full entirety of this episode, along with every episode of Reverse with Me, will end up on our Patreon. So for $5 a month, you get access to all of that and more.
Unlike other reactors, we do not pause at all while watching this show.
Unless
so
it's an
you'll hear us
emergency.
talking as it is happening, which
Right.
means we will miss things. You could just scream at us in the comments. That's what people usually do.
Yeah.
Have a great time.
Scream
Just be
all
nice
you
about
want.
it, please. That's my only request. Be nice about it.
Polite screaming. All right. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
If this has to do with Cleo's dad,
I
I don't want it. We're lingering. Why are we lingering? HIPAA. Your ship's over.
That's covered by hip. Like, you can't just like.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay. You know I take things seriously, Theora.
That's some shitty ass traffic. Oh
Yeah, I know. Like, look at the other side.
Oh my God.
They're just looking on the other
Ooh.
side of the road and being like, why can't I be over there?
Oh, this is Cleo. She's on the roof.
How?
Oh my God, wait, they had to run from the first floor to the roof to go get her? Poor guard.
That is a lot.
Because there goes Kara, yeah.
Was he there the first time
Right.
we saw this?
Right? This is a
I don't think he was there the first time.
This is CGI. The writer's credit trick.
Why is everybody suddenly on this roof?
Why is this the reunion? He's finishing the job, Kaitlynn. Okay, so him being here in the ominous doorway makes sense. He's a terrible shot, though, because you just shot her arm.
He goes off the...
How? With the how? How did he touch
Yeah, I know,
her
right?
hand?
No, he did not. He didn't.
She was
that
way
him?
further down that building.
There was no way he was anywhere near her.
Okay, they're trying to gaslight us in this episode, Kaitlynn. I understand why people are mad. This is the gaslighting episode. He was there the whole time.
He was not there the whole time.
He wasn't.
I love to see this one again. Is he gonna be in this scene too?
I know, right? Was he secretly there?
Is he driving the car? No.
This was GMMTV. A nice grandmother. They like killing parents, but the grandmas are like, I don't know. Poor baby. Oh my God, you just give him morphine? Jesus Christ. Oh, no, okay. PCA pump. I was like, what are you doing? You're done.
Wait, he could see the memories?
The same way that, like, Cleo started seeing their wedding and shit, she can, like, if Karen brings you back in time, like, you get some of these, like, timeline memories because of her actions, since she was the time traveler, basically. So that's why, like, Cleo was like, oh, I can see her wedding now. I can see all these things. He has the same side effect. Again with the strangling. We've seen this how many times do we have to see this? Screenwriters. Oh. I don't want to pastry. Awkward. I don't have a third croissant. Okay. So.
But you can go buy yourself one. What are you guys doing everywhere? Like, what the hell?
That's what I'm saying. Stop having these time traveling conversations in public. So really, it's all of your fault. We're here.
Or you know, a lock on the door.
I'm surprised security wasn't like, you know what, we should probably bug the shit out of this roof for next time.
Put a net up.
Also, like, lock the fucking door to the roof. Stop letting people on the roof.
Lock.
That's the cheaper solution. We don't need to do all this. You know, what's funny about this is that God of War 4 also had a thing about being on the roof, but it wasn't as dramatic as this.
No, because they had a fancy-ass roof.
They were there for the stars and the moon. You guys are like dead. I'm sorry, that smile. She's like, yeah, she is. Oh, she's so cute. I love Karen. That was a really creepy lingering shot. Why are we still lingering here? We can move on. They really like lingering shots in this show. Like the building, it's been
we don't have time for we don't have wait, come on, man. This is the gaslighting episode.
This is so the gaslighting episode. And that's my cue. I gotta go. I gotta go.
But I love that we have to watch this again.
I know.
Like, can we just like move on with his point of view and just get that over with?
This is the only way we get the scenes with them, I guess.
Which is
like,
really
again,
sad.
You could have just done a voiceover about, and we could have done this a lot faster.
We could have montaged this shit.
Again, this story, when they adapted it, they were not wise with all of their minutes. No thoughts. No self-preservation. Yeah, exactly. How's my wife doing? She is Four's daughter. I'll give her that. I knew I should have went to spy school.
Alright, we interrupt this reaction video to bring you a few brief shoutouts from our Chaos Crew over on Patreon. Our Chaos Crew members on our Big Gay Ride or Die tier and above are Dana W, Kate V, Angela, Amix Monzone _multi, Natalia, Danny, Cassie M, Jill L, Regina B, and Monet F. I forgot to breathe right before I started that, and then I was committed to not breathing during reading these names. Anyway,
one day,
our featured Big Gay supporter members, one day I will die from reading all these names out. It's up to you to join our Big Gay Ride or Die tier and above.
That is not a challenge. Anyway,
our featured Big Gay supporter members for this episode are Indigo S, Carly S, and Mermaid T. Thank you so much. And as always, thank you to everyone who supports us, no matter how you're able to, whether it's on Patreon, watching the reaction videos, watching and listening to our discussion episodes, sharing this with people. You can also even just support us by leaving comments and reviews. Any little bit helps. Any bit that you help us get our content to more people helps spread the joy of queer content. And that is so very needed right now in the world. I mean, it's always been needed, but let's just gay it up all over the place because we need to.
That's right. So we're recruiting you for the Big Gay Agenda.
It's real.
How will this episode gaslight us more?
Yeah. And it was all a dream.
Oh my god.
You don't know what you're seeing.
Poor baby. You don't have time to get an aspirin. Actually, aspirin's a bad idea because you're bleeding. A Tums, which would have done nothing, but sometimes they taste like fruit. That's nice.
Also, what constitutes not bleeding anymore? When it clots? When it fully heals?
That's an excellent point. Was he just calling his brother to like make his brother an accomplice in his bullshit?
You know, look, it's I feel bad for his brother.
Capturing 2 lesbians is not proof of anything. Oh, that happened sooner. Oh god, poor Karen. This is the thing that's been haunting her, like this line.
So you stopped bleeding.
Wait, what? Oh shit, is this what it's like to time travel for her? Trying to like find a landing point? She's like, never mind about that. Yeah. Karen, why don't you just go back in time and like...
Seriously, right before he stabbed you! Or, you know, like, a little before that, so you're not in the room with him because you apparently cannot defend yourself. Do you see what you do? Don't gaslight us again. Alright, you know what? I understand that that's what this episode's titled.
This is more gaslighting! This is the gaslighting episode. Sir, I'm more susceptible to gaslighting from women, not from you. Okay, Karen could get up there and be like, listen, this has all been a dream. And I'd be like, you're right. It has been. This is my favorite part. This is my favorite part.
What?
Little sister showed up!
Oh, little sister!
What?
There's only one tree in this house, bitch. It's me.
This is all happening because of that one little stab. Where did he stab her? Fine.
We're being gaslit, Kaitlynn. That's what's happening.
The rules don't apply to this episode.
What is that about? Is he gonna drink that? Oh no! No! What are you doing?
What is that?
That's like bleach or some shit. What are you doing, sir? Oh my god.
Sorry.
Queen, come save us.
หมอเฟียสเอามีดแทงหมอกรัน
I almost forgot the realism of the office gossip the next day. Our two surgeons stabbed each other. The surgeons ate each other. Murderer!
They're like, no, get away from me! Get away from me! I don't
like, pat that bitch down for scalpels.
หมออ้าย
Sir, you should make sure an armed guard escorts him at
seriously,
all
can we
times.
call
Like, what the fuck are you doing?
งานหมอเฟียสรู้จะเป็นยังไงต่อ
This hospital needs a security makeover. It's like, first of all, you let random women dictate what you're gonna do with no evidence. You don't check your cameras, and then you let this guy wander around unattended, the guy that just stabbed somebody in this hospital.
After your hospital's already been on TV because of a choking of another...
An extern got choked by a patient. I love how this happened miraculously at a time where both of these externs were not working. Neither was Karen. Well, Karen got stabbed, so she probably got a few days off for being stabbed by you, sir.
Why are you leaving her alone in the room with him?
Listen, why don't you need your mask anymore? Is my question.
Yeah,
What
like, why would we
changed?
be wearing a mask?
ที่ช่วยครอบครัว
Now
แก
we're
ไม่ได้
not.
That's my question.
เพราะทุกครั้งที่ย้อนเวลา
She's like, well, if I
มันก็
give
มัก
you
จะมี
germs,
เห
it's
ตุการณ์
fine.
ที่
You
ทำให้เรื่
stabbed
องมัน
me.
บานปลายขึ้นแต่ฉันก็คงย้อนเวลาไปช่วยแบบไม่คิด
No,
หน้า
you
คิดหลัง
wouldn't.
เหมือนกัน
You wouldn't have been on the roof to save his ass.
It's okay. She's just gaslighting him into thinking that she's telling us.
Yeah,
แต่ฉัน
she's
มีทางช่วยที
gaslighting.
นะ
I'm more convinced by her gaslighting.
I forgot the dates already. I didn't actually
Same.
pay attention when they were on the screen.
An excuse for her to enter a room being very attractive while doing it. I'll take it. If I ever see you again, I will stab you. Oh god, you had to go back to him? No. This is the ultimate gaslighting.
He's
They want
not
to care.
dead
Don't
yet.
care. I don't care.
It's him. He's the one who kills his daughter. What? Okay.
สายตาโลอะ
What made this happen?
Seriously, his life or death experience with his heart attack.
พ่อบังคับลูกมาตลอด
But like, there's nothing.
โพสต์ที่ดี
I don't believe that line for a second. Okay, well, to be fair, they weren't going to have a third act breakup, so they're like, we have to be more creative for our penultimate episode. We'll gaslight everybody, everybody in the
ทำให้เกียว
show.
มีความสุข
Except Meow. Meow's the only person who didn't gaslight me in this episode.
พ่อไม่ได้เป็นพ่อที่ไม่ดี
Girl,
สำหรับเกียวนะ
no.
Yes, he is.
No!
วันนี้เกียวเข้าใจแล้วนะคะ
No.
ว่าพ่อเป็นห่วงเกียวมากขนาดไหนอะ
No!
He doesn't.
เกียวยังก็ดื้อ
I'm being
เกียวฟังพ่อตั้ง
gaslit.
หลายอย่างอะเกียวขอโทษนะคะ
Because you shouldn't have. Because he was an asshole who told you to do things that he shouldn't have.
พ่อไม่ได้ทำอะไรผิดเลยค่ะ
Go be your own person and forget about him.
Even.
ถ้า
I hate it here, so
มาก
So I will go to the secret
เกี่ยวกลับบ้านนะลูก
I'm done, Theora. I'm
I'm
done.
happy for her that like she's getting validation, but this doesn't.
It's
make
not
any
real.
Goddamn sense.
It's not real.
It's not real.
This is her dreaming right now.
I'm being gaslit by this episode.
This isn't real, Theora. I refuse to believe this scene is happening because it makes no freaking sense. I don't like this.
No.
I'm actually kind of pissed off.
I'm kind of mad at this. Okay, let's speak about this. Do you want to go first?
I just been saying the same thing over and over. I don't think I have anything else to add except it's bullshit. I hated it. Yep. There's no reason for it. You can't convince me it's real. Yep. I will never like that asshole. He doesn't deserve to be a father.
Agreed. I'm mad about the dad. Everything else I can understand because we have
everything else is fine. It's the dad.
It's the dad. Okay, let's okay. And I understand, okay, because again, I love GMM-TV, okay? And I love that they change things when they adapt novels. And I'm totally fine with that. As long as it like is cohesive and makes sense. This doesn't make any fucking sense because the dad, you can argue that the dad's like, I'm sorry, I tried to push you into doing what I wanted to do. I had a near-death experience. And what changes his mind is that he sees how hard she worked to like save somebody's life when she was doing CPR. Remember, he was in there and she did CPR. He saw that and he was like, oh, you actually do make a difference. Like your job is valuable. Like as if being a doctor wasn't shit. No, he's awful in the novel. Like the dad is the villain. So
but Theora.
Oh, wait. Here's why I'm annoyed. It's like, sure, that's all a bunch of whatever. Like people are dumb as fuck. We live in America. And then sometimes it takes really extreme situations for them to be like, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Like voting for our current president. Like eventually people will be like, maybe I shouldn't have done that. That was a terrible idea. But where I'm mad about this plot line is that outside of his interactions with her, we still had the whole family treating her like complete trash. Like we had that remember when she lost her arm, she's in the hospital and they're like, we can't come and see you because we're taking your brother to summer camp. So they like ditched their amputee daughter in the hospital. And then remember the dad yelling in the background, what the fuck is she going to do now? She's useless to me because she's damaged goods. That happened in the show. So you can't be like, that has nothing to do with him being like, I shouldn't have pushed you too hard. It was like, you clearly hated your daughter. Like it had nothing to do with that. Like, and then to try to gaslight us.
They spent 6 episodes telling us he's an awful human being and showing us multiple times, like spent way too much time telling us the exact same shit. And then expect us to think he's fine magically. Like there was no indication of character growth.
Zero.
There was like nothing to even indicate
life or death experience.
He just woke up. We saw him being asshole going to sleep. Let's just call it sleep or coma. Like, and then he wakes up and he's fine. What the hell? No, it's not.
No. It just there's too many things that just showed he did not give a flying fuck about his daughter. She was in the life or death situation. He did nothing. He's a cop. He did absolutely nothing when his daughter was in like being strangled by a criminal, and like he did nothing. And then it's this his own life or death experience where he's like, maybe I shouldn't have treated you shitty because now it affects me, which is so human. It's annoying, but like. Again, if GMM-TV had adapted this, they basically would have removed a lot of the bullshit and like made it more about him pushing her too hard and shit like that, like and not straight up hating her and ignoring her and like
because that would make sense if
that would make sense if you're gonna change it because like in the novel, spoiler, there's zero reconciliation with her family. She recognized at some point,
as there really shouldn't be.
No, that's why I think you'd like the novel because like Cleo and Karen go to dinner with her family, Cleo's family, and then Cleo's like, this shit is toxic. You will never see me again. I will pay you money like as the dutiful daughter, but like we're done. And like she cuts them out because they're toxic. Like, and she has the memory from when she was an amputee and the way they treated her. And she's like, I know what you guys are really like. And I can't get over that, the way you just do not care about me. And then I'm glad we're getting it in the next episode because then she meets Karen's family and they like adopt her immediately. And she's like, this is what family is. So like through Karen, she gets an actual family. Even the brother like turns on her in the novel because and there's one point where Cleo's like, wow, he's turning into her dad. And she spent all this time trying to protect him, as you see in the show, like trying to protect her brother, but he like becomes a misogynist, like asshole, and turns on her. And she's like, we're done.
You know, I don't
We're
never
done.
trusted him either, though. Even in this show, because like he was not good to her.
He's not good to her. No, I'm being gaslit by these writers.
This episode is called gaslighting.
A lot of gaslighting. Oh my god, so much gaslighting. And I get why people are mad that there's too many men, because in the novel, like the villain's actually a woman that works at the hospital and like gets Fiat in on the deal. So there is one less female person. But I understand there's 8 episodes. You had to cut people. They're like, we'll make these 2 boys related so it condenses stuff. That I'm fine with. Cleo's dad, I'm not fine with them getting a happy family ending. It doesn't make sense. It came out of nowhere. No.
They were like, we got to make the ending of this episode happy. But I'm not happy.
I'm not happy. Cleo should not be happy with that from her dad. Like, she wasn't that desperate for his affection that she'd be like, okay, dad, I believe you. Like, she's too smart for that.
She cowered to him.
When has she? Right, like, no.
It's like, I'm sorry, I didn't listen to you. Like, no.
No, that was not in her nature. Why? I don't like this message. I don't like it.
Because I'm pretty sure there was a reaction video where I'm like, oh, we have 2 great shows right now who are like standing up for themselves. And then she just totally backpedaled all of it.
Right. And that is a change from the novel. I don't like it. And personally, that's my opinion. I don't like that change. I also don't think it works because there's things that are canon in the show that don't fit that narrative. That's where I have an issue with it. Like, if you were gonna, like, again, GMMTV this situation, I'd be like, they love each other at the end. Like, sure, but like, you have to set it up for that. This was not set up for that. And it's just like,
it should not have, even with this happening, it doesn't make sense in the show, but they should have had it in the next episode.
Yeah, totally. Yeah,
there was no time. There was no time.
I'm with you.
To see anything. You needed to have an indicator there.
Right. I feel like we were gaslit in this episode.
But we knew it, so you didn't get us.
Anyway, if you also feel like you were gaslit by this episode, let us know in the comments and let us know how you feel based on our Discord. You probably had a lot of feelings, so let us know what they were in the comments.
And go join the Discord if you want to scream about it with other people. I want to
scream about everything and anything, because there's always someone up. So anyway, have fun over there. And until next time, we'll be back to watch the final episode of Reverse with me. So until then, hydrate for lesbian Jesus.
And gay it up all over the place.
Bye.
Bye.
And with that, we've been Big Gay Energy. If you like this episode, check out all our other episodes right here on YouTube.
Please like, leave a comment below, and subscribe for more amazing super gay content.